It's day 4 of the Israeli-Iran war, and we've come to Tel Aviv.
Is Iran worse than Israel? I see two dictatorships.
סבבה, מה, אתה חושב שגנבתי כאילו?
גבר, בוא רגע, הוא מאיים עליי.
חסרים לכם דברים מאז?
כן.
כמו מה? לחם?
סיגריות.
סיגריות חזק בבת ים.
כן.
We've come to Tel Aviv. This is a building. What's it called?
This is Leonardo da Vinci Towers. Although it doesn't resemble in any sort of way any picture by Leonardo da Vinci. Hi, by the way, if you don't know me, Professor Amir Hetsroni.
And the reason it's been attacked is because we're next to the Kiryat, which is the headquarters of the IDF.
150 meters from here, you will see it in just a second. Israel is now in the most megalomaniac battle caused by a crazy leader. Hitler of our era. Yes, I know that what I say sounds very, very dramatic, sounds very, very extreme, but just think
there
for
he is, there he is.
Oh?
Here it says danger and a face.
Yeah, I mean, to object to Netanyahu now and to object the war is like a German objecting World War II around 1942. This is it, no other thing, and I'm very, very straightforward about it. And let me explain. What was missing to Germany, let's say in 1939? It was at its prime, the best pristine situation. They had peace, they had land that they acquired, they had high standard of living, they had the Beetle car that to this day still drive. Nothing was missing. But Hitler was bored, because peace bored Hitler. And so the same is going also with our Netanyahu. Peace bores him. I mean, we have been now in a war that lasted almost 2 years, an unnecessary war that could have lasted a week and a half, and then Hudna with Hamas. But no, he wants war, and I will explain to you in a moment why he wants war. So, when the war eventually, when Hamas deteriorates and melts, what he's doing is now another new war vis-a-vis Iran. What will happen when he finishes with Iran? Of course, he will go against Turkey, against Pakistan, because this guy is going to give us a vision of endless war. And now it is our duty to object to him and our duty to raise world awareness against him and to say, hey world, there is a crazy lunatic in town called Israel, and this crazy lunatic must be stopped. Otherwise, it will create a chaos all over.
And here we have another one of the stickers. Here it says destroyer of Israel. So as you can see, he's getting compliments all over Tel Aviv. But forever since I've been born pretty much, he keeps getting voted and voted and voted on again.
We are now in a state of almost world war. And why? Why on earth do we need it? Since I was a child in the 80s, I hear that Iran is so close to having nuclear weapon, and it is so dangerous. And nothing happened, nothing new. All of a sudden, a war, a preemptive war. And then you wonder why Iran is shooting back. Sorry, if I were Iran, I would shoot back. What do you expect? To bomb them and not to get anything in return? To get back baklava and halva? What do you expect the Iranians to do? And let me tell you something more. Why on earth and in what sort of way is Iran worse than Israel? I see two dictatorships. Why two dictatorships? Because in Iran, can you demonstrate against the war? No. In Israel, can you demonstrate against the war? The answer is also no. We wanted to shoot yesterday a small demonstration against the war. What happened? Only four people came to demonstrate, and they were dismantled by the police because, according to the police, it was an illegal and dangerous crowd. 4 people with signs, no more war, is a dangerous crowd. You don't let people speak out. This country is going to hell because of a lunatic dictator, and nobody stops. And what bothers me and what amazes me once and again is the fact that once he starts a lunatic war, a totally redundant thing, everybody straightens and lines up on his side. Without even asking, he says, I have proof that Iran was so close to having nuclear weapons. And again, I hear this thing for over 30 years. Nothing changed. I didn't see any proof, any evidence, nothing. So somebody who is standing on criminal trial wants to postpone his hearings, this is Netanyahu, of course, says all of a sudden, we have a crisis. We have to run a preemptive battle right now. We have to run emergency war at the moment. And nobody asks, hey, mister, why? What happened? Let's go to elections. Let's go to referendum. Let's see whether you have the support for this crazy thing. You're fighting against a huge nation. You're fighting against 100 million people. A country the size that is like 80 times larger than Israel. How can you win it? Did you win a small battle vis-a-vis Hamas? No. You barely, with teeth crunched, you won a battle against Hezbollah. And here you're going against a superpower without any plan. What will you do? What, you're going to conquer Iran? Israeli soldiers will do reserve duty in Tehran? What is the plan? What is the outcome that you expect? What is the end game? Yes.
This is the Sarona market area.
This was supposed to be a book fair, an annual book fair, and it's of course completely empty. You notice that we walk in a ghost town. We walk in a ghost town because Tel Aviv is now being emptied, and this is, by the way, the most. I know that to those who view your videos, they say to themselves, "What is so dangerous here?" And I'm telling you, this place, in my opinion, is more dangerous than a refugee camp in Tulkarem, than a favela in Sao Paulo, because you can have here, with a couple of minutes' notice, not more than that, a missile that is like the size of a couple of bombs, and it can kill all of us. It's more dangerous than the most dangerous favela, and therefore people simply are afraid to walk out.
Not more dangerous than Gaza, though.
I agree with you. Gaza might be more dangerous.
This is the Sarona market. Surprisingly, there are a few things open, but it's absolutely vacant for the middle of the day. Around here are all the high-tech companies, which Israel is so well known for, and they all come here for lunch.
If I were in power, and I am not, okay, I am not and I probably will never be, but if it was up to me, what I would have done at the moment is simply declare that from our perspective, the war is over, we achieved what we achieved, we are not going to react unless we are attacked, and that's it. And if we are attacked, some symbolic reaction, not more than that, and simply finish this thing. Sometimes you cut losses before we turn Israel into Gaza, because with a couple of more strikes from Iran, Tel Aviv becomes Gaza, and I don't want to live in Gaza. I don't care about some hypothetical threats that I've been hearing for the last 30 years. I don't care about them, I don't believe them, I don't believe the guy who says them. I want to live in peace, and I want to live a normal life, and right now I'm not living a normal life. I'm actually stuck in Israel. I have foreign passport, I don't want to be here. Let me out of here. You, Israelis, want to fight, want to be engaged in some apocalyptic, biblical, end of times war? Go ahead, without me. I don't belong here. It's not my war. I don't identify with any of the sides. I don't care who wins. Let me out of here. And just, by the way, it's not just let me personally out of here. There are 40,000 tourists who, for one reason or another, came here, either to the gay parade or for business or to meet friends, and they are stuck here. You cannot lock foreign citizens. I am a foreign citizen. For goodness sake, let me out. I don't want to be here. What is imprisonment in Zionist prison? What is it? I don't want to be here. It's not my country, not my thing. Let me out. Sorry. Thank you. Bye. Good luck.
But what do you want them to do? Just open the airport despite the missiles?
Find a solution. You want to be engaged in an apocalyptic battle? Find a solution for those who don't want to be part of this apocalyptic battle. I don't know. Maybe some flotilla escorted by military ships. Let me and 40,000 people out. People came here in order to run with, to march with underwear in gay parade. They didn't come here in order to be engaged in a war against Iran. איך המלחמה?
ברוך השם.
נהנה מכל טיר וטיר.
כן, בטח, מה זה?
מחססים, מה?
נהנים.
אתה שמת לב שכולנו ביבי נתניהו קרא אותנו פה במדינה, הפך את זה סוף סוף לקרע ציון.
שמנו לב, ברור ששמנו לב.
סוף סוף הוגשם החלום לרכז את כל היהודים במקום אחד שאי אפשר להיות בגטו. אתה יודע, זה כאילו זה מדהים. היית בגטו במלחמת העולם השנייה ועכשיו אתה שוב בפאקינג גטו. תודה רבה ביבי ששמת אותנו בגטו, באמת תודה. מעריכים אותך.
כיף חיים.
לגמרי, מה אני אגיד לכם, תעשנו את עצמכם עד הסוף, תהנו.
מלחמה כרגע, זה מה שיש לעשות, מה עוד יש לעשות?
אחרי זה המבול, לגמרי המבול. איזה כיתה אתם?
אני יהודה א', הוא בן יהוד.
שמע, גם אני כמוכם, אבל למה ליד הקריה, כאילו, במקום כזה...
אז איפה עוד?
לא יודע, אולי קצת יותר רחוק מהמרכז של...
5 דקות.
אז נפלו לכם הרבה טילים פה, לא?
נופלים, מה נעשה?
This is the cultural center of Tel Aviv. This is our Palace of Culture, the main concert hall. This is the National Theater.
So I haven't been to a shelter since this war began. I don't go to shelters at all. If Iran wants to take me out of my misery, then let them.
איך המלחמה? ליהנות? הבנתי. טוב, ככה זה. בחרתם את היטלר של ישראל לשלטון, זה מה שקיבלתם, מלחמת עולם. אני יודע, אבל זה מה שגם אמר הגרמני מהמבורג ב-1937.
חושבים שכל השמאלניות עם שערות בה בצ'כי.
אתה רוצה לראות שיש גם שמאלניות יפות?
כן.
יש גם פוסט.
אלה בנות ישראל שלנו, שאנחנו גאים בהם. This just in.
So
Where do you read this?
Yeah, I'm reading it. I'm translating.
Where, which?
From Walla News. So they say, in reaction to the Iranian bombing of Israel's home front, the Israeli IDF is expected to shoot and damage Iranian national infrastructure, which means that the Iranians are probably going to react with even larger missiles. So far we had the 500 kilos, you will have now the 1,500 kilos. If 500 kilos damage one building and the surrounding, the 1,500 kilos are going to damage the whole block. Now I agree with you that given the outlook of these buildings, it's not such a tremendous loss. But remember, those apartments each is like 5 million, 6 million shekels. You know, everything that damaged here is like Park Avenue in Manhattan, although it looks more like Bangladesh.
All right, so we made it to the city of Bat Yam, which has been struck the hardest by Iran. I've actually never been here before. This city has a bit of a reputation for arson, no?
Yeah.
All right, so all of the Israelis were begging me to come here on my Instagram because they want to show what Iran is doing to us. But the police are not letting me in, kind of like journalists in Gaza.
Well, let's be honest, we didn't miss a lot. This magnificent architecture, we can see it also on the other side. Maybe we shouldn't laugh on tragedies. It's a tragedy. It is a tragedy. You come from I don't know, from some nothing stand to live here. You think that you upgraded your life. And then you realize maybe it's better to live in nothing stand. Nothing stand, you know, is Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, because Bat Yam is also a capital of immigrants from former Soviet Union. I do feel mercy for them. After all, it's not their war. But let us not forget, this town voted for Netanyahu in large numbers. So they got what they wanted, or what they expected, or what they could expect. Let's hope that next time we meet, Netanyahu is already somehow out of our lives.
Okay, inshallah.
Inshallah.
So both Bibi Netanyahu and Ben Gvir came here to take selfies yesterday, actually. And yeah, I ran into a follower. He's holding the camera for me. Anyway, Hetsroni didn't want to go in. I mean, it's blocked off, but I don't give up that easily. I have to find a way to get in there. You guys know me. Here we can see some more destruction. As you can see, glass shattered on the windows. Let's go inside there. אני באתי לצלם.
בשביל מי? בשביל מה? תביא מצלמה רגע מהר.
מה זה? מה? לא הבנתי, יש בעיה? יש בעיה? אני לא צילמתי אותך.
מותר לצלם אותך?
כן.
יופי. לא באמת שאלתי, כן?
צלם, מה?
זה מה שאני עושה. אחד מהשכנים אומר שנגעו להם בבית, אתה על הכוון.
סבבה, מה, אתה חושב שגנבתי כאילו?
אני אומר.
טוב.
אני אומר. גבר, בוא רגע, הוא מאיים עליי.
אני לא מאיים עליך. איימתי עליך?
בוא. מתחילות פה הסתובבות בתוך הבתים, בתוך הבית שלי. תבררו, תבדקו את זה.
בסדר, יאללה,
זהו, שקט.
יאללה, לך. הביתה.
לך אתה.
הביתה.
לך אתה.
די, זה מספיק, די.
That guy got really mad at me because I walked into his building filming. I didn't go into his house or anything. He thought that I was trying to loot. You told me that there's people stealing stuff here from the houses, yeah?
And the lady also said she's like kicking everyone out because she said that 4 times people's tried to come in. They even stole like a pladetic door, like a big iron door. It's just insane.
Yeah. And here we have a bit more of the destruction. חסרים לכם דברים מאז?
כן.
כמו מה? לחם וזה?
לא לחם, סיגריות, מים עכשיו הגיע לי.
סיגריות חזק בבת ים.
כן, חזק.
Here we have some more shattered glass. I wasn't sure if this is the doing of Iran or the doing of the Bat Yam arsim. So we've been just walking around Bat Yam, touristing around, my first experience here. This is the city that is supposed to be struck the hardest by Iran, but it's not as bad as I imagined. Even I haven't been to central Israel since this started. and they make it seem a lot worse on the media. So this shop owner told me that he's closing down right now because he hasn't had electricity in 2 days. מתי ניתקו לך את החשמל?
לפני יומיים,
למה?
אתמול בבוקר, סליחה.
למה?
כי בגלל שנפל שם טיל, אז הייתה תקלה באזור, והבטיחו שיסדרו את זה, יחזירו לנו חשמל, וזה רק הבטחות. הנה כבר יום שני היום, יש לי פה מקפיאים הגלידות, שהם כבר יום שני בלי חשמל, הלכה כל הסחורה, זה מעל 20,000 שקל, הכל יזרק לפח. מתקשר לחברת חשמל, כלום, מתקשר לפיקוד העורף, כלום, מדבר עם עירייה, כלום, לאף אחד לא אכפת.
וזה רק אתה או...
במיוחד פה זה רק אני יודע שאין לך, כולם יש פה חשמל, רק בעניין שלנו עדיין לא חיברו חזרה חשמל. ואני מסביר להם שזה עסק, אני גם לא יכול להפעיל אזעקה בערב.
כן.
לא אכפת לאף אחד.
אתה משאיר פה בלילה?
בטח.
אז אל תבואו לשדוד אותו, כן?
כן.
אתה עלית לארץ?
עליתי בשנת 97.
מברית המועצות?
כן. אוקראינה, מקייב. לפעמים יש אנשים שותים אוקראינים רוסים, ואז מתחילים את הפוליטיקה, ואז מכות בלאגנים, גם פה.
כן?
שמעתי הרבה מקרים כאלה.
כן.
סתם, האנשים אין להם שכל פשוט. הם לא אשמים.
כן.
לא אנשים פשוטים אשמים.
Because I got the impression that in Israel, like, all the Russian speakers are kind of united.
כל האלה שבאו בברית המועצות, תמיד היו קוראים להם רוסים.
כן.
לא היה הבדל אוקראינה, זה רוסי, זה רוסי, זה רוסי, למרות שאני לא רוסי, אבל אמרו לי רוסי. בסדר, התרגלתי, לא אכפת לי.
אתה עד כדי כך רוסי שיש לך...
כן, זה הם אוהבים עם בירה, זה מאוד...
כן, zakouson.
zakouson, כן.
Zakouson is a Russian word for something that you have alongside your alcohol. Zapivon is something that you mix in it. עד הזה שם אני יכול להיכנס, אחי? איפה? לא? אתה יכול לצלם בשבילי אולי? לצלם בשביל? Alright, so I suppose that's about it from Bat Yam. If you want to support my work and give me money so I can give others high interest loans as a proper Jew, then send... Okay, that joke didn't land, huh?
Not with this audience.
Patreon.com/Salukie, where you get exclusive content and early access to my videos. And that's it. Much love. Bye-bye.